So guys, 2 out of 2 times, 50 yards, my famed 260 Remington 120 grain nosler ballistic tip traveling a claimed 2,950 feet per second at the muzzle. Well, we're at 50 yards, and let's see if I can find what's left of the projectile. I did it 2 times because I just really didn't want to give up on my ballistic tip. They shoot so good in this rifle. That's what I got out of one. That's what I got out of the second one. That's just not gonna get it right there for me, guys. Whenever I can get that out of a 125 grain nosler partition, and I can get that out of a 130 grain nosler accubond. But now, like I said, I hunted with the 120 grain nosler ballistic tip this year. Performed admirably. Just killed 1 deer. But it was in and out. I mean, nice. Just what I want. I prefer 2 holes in my deer, just in case. And this one did. Ran 40, 50 yards, but had a decent blood trail. Even though I hit it a little bit high, I sight my rifle 2 inches high at 100 yards. Of course, it's dead on at 200 and approximately 7.5, 8 inches low at 300. And I mean, I don't even shoot 200. At the current deer club that I am, my further shots maybe 170. But anyway, just in case I go hunting with a buddy or something, he's got some, some pipelines or some power lines to hunt on. But anyway, so this is February, almost March now. I'm here in Mississippi, starting to warm up, which is unseasonable for us. We're usually still cool now. It's like almost 80 degrees right now. But so I mean, I don't do a whole lot of bullet testing whenever it gets warm. I don't really like to sweat too much. So say what you want to, but I get my sweating doing yard work and everything else, and I don't really enjoy shooting my guns when I'm sweating. But anyway, I will some on the cooler days. But anyway, got out here today, did the like I said, my favorite deer rifle, 260 Remington T3. I mean, 125 grain ballistic partition, not ballistic tip, partition, did fabulous. I mean, penetrated 5, was actually in the 6th jug. So, and the accubond was right between the 5th and 6th jug. The ballistic tip penetrated 3. It was in the 3rd one, and absolutely no cup. I didn't find any copper. All I found was some little pieces of lead, which is unacceptable to me. But anyway, I mean, I just pray that these two shoot as accurately as this ballistic tip. But anyway, I just wish nosler would toughen up their 120 grain ballistic tip like they do the 7mm 120 grain, which is a beast ballistic tip. It is a penetrator, will hold together beautifully. That's what we're going to shoot next year, me and my sons, in our Tika 7mm 08, providing it's accurate in it. But anyway, Big Ed signing off.
All right, guys, it's Big Ed coming back at you. So I did find the core on the 120 grain ballistic tip in 260 Remington. But look here, guys. See if I can do this one-handed. This is how I found it. Got it like that. And here is the... there's the lead. Not personally what I like. And there's the old cup. The old copper. Right there. That's just not what I like. I don't like, for one, to come apart. Don't like it. So, if it would have come out and looked, wow, like this, and stayed together, well, minus that, stayed together, that would have been great. But when I've got the partition right here, I mean, that's picture perfect to me. The 130 accubond, still pretty doggone good to me. Both retained their core in the cup, which I mean the accubond is obviously bonded. Partition's not. The partition's been around a lot of years, and it's still, to me, the bullet by which all others are judged. So, I'm not saying I'm not ever going to use the 120 grain ballistic tip in 260 Remington, because it is so darn accurate out of my Tika T3. But if I can get, I have not accuracy checked the 125 partition or the 130 accubond. But if they shoot as well, which is 3-shot group and 100 yards, a half an inch, that's going to be a lot to step up to. But anyway, just thought y'all would, just wanted to annotate that while I was cleaning up, picking up all my holy milk jugs, I did find the cup, the copper cup that the core was in there, the lead core. But anyway, in the ballistic tip, I hated that. I hated it so much. That I shot it twice. You know, I really wanted my ballistic tip to be tough, because I'd heard, years ago they toughened them up to where they're big game bullets, which they are, and it will do the job as long as you don't encounter any heavy bone like a shoulder on a deer. But seeing 2 out of 2 separate like this, I would not be so adept to shoot a shoulder of a deer. Now, behind the shoulder, I think it'd do just fine. It did. I shot one, about 100-pound whitetail this year. Ran probably 40-50 yards, decent blood trail. I shot it just a touch high, right behind the shoulder. But ran, like I said, 40-50 yards, decent blood trail. But I'm going to try these 2 at the beginning of next year. I'm going to sight them, see, shoot them, sight them in my Tika to see how the partition and the accubond do. But anyway, you make your own choices here. Depends on what you like. If you like them to separate, and some people say, well, that's great. So I get 2 projectiles in there. Well, I'm not one of them. I'd rather have one stick together, penetrate. I like 2 holes, or I can have a decent blood trail. But anyway, Big Ed signing off.